Hey, this is Jeff Duncan from Armored Saints here at the Underworld in London, England, and you are watching Metal Wani.
Jeff, greetings from Metal Wani. Thank you very much to be with us today.
Good to be here.
So Armored Saints are currently on a short European tour with few clubs and festivals. So generally, how the fans respond toward Europe compared to the US?
Well, we love playing Europe because the fans are very, very enthusiastic and really have a dedication to the music they love. And I like how you can take somebody who's into heavy metal, but they also like maybe the hair metal, or it's just a very vast. It's not like I only like one kind of music. There's not a lot of that. And in the States, it can be like that. Like they only like this or they only like that. But the response in the States has been good too. Mm-hmm. But it's always a blast coming to Europe. We love it here.
So you are heading to Loudpark for the first time, so I guess that should be quite exciting for you guys.
Oh, Loudpark in Japan, yeah. We're really excited about that. We've never been in Japan for some reason in all these years. We've never made it there, and we do have fans there. Mm-hmm. We know that, so we're really excited about it. It's a big festival, and I think it's a great way to come into Japan.
Mm-hmm. So as an artist, do you prefer playing big festival or more intimate club as tonight where you can be close from your fan?
Well, there's nothing like the big concert, that's for sure. But yeah, they both have their benefits, definitely. I like like a gig like tonight here at the Underworld, I'm sure will be a lot of fun because yeah, you can see people's eyes and you can talk to them because they're right there, and that's a lot of fun, and there's usually a lot more sweat involved, which is very rock and roll. But they both have their benefits. I just like playing live in general. It's and when there's people there, it's a bonus.
Indeed, yeah. So your latest album, Win Hands Down, has critically acclaimed by press around the world. It's been a year now. So how are the new songs shaping up live?
It's good to hear that the album is critically acclaimed. That's good. Always good to know. But the new material is going over great live. I think that with the new album, we really took Armored Saint another step forward, and just live the songs are real fun to play, and I think the new stuff fits in very well with the old catalog. I think we really captured the essence of what Armored Saint is about, and like I said, it blends in with the older material real well, but I think in a more advanced way.
Mm-hmm. So how involved are you on songwriting along with Phil, Joey and John?
Well, that's an interesting question because there's a few riffs I sent in for the new album. Mainly in recent years, John and Joey have written the material, and I've had a couple of things used, and that's just the way it's been the last couple of albums. But that could change. You just never know. I don't really care so much who writes what, as long as the material is good. Certainly, especially with the last album, the material I just thought was fantastic when I heard it, and I didn't really submit a lot of ideas because I liked where they were going and what they were coming up with. So there was really no reason for me to care too much. They were on a really good roll with the writing, but could happen again. I mean, songs like the older stuff, Last Train Home, Symbol of Salvation, those are riffs of mine and music of mine. So I'm sure I'll come around again with some ideas.
Yeah. So you took 5 years to release the album. I know it's a bit early, but is there anything been writing so far or currently in progress regarding maybe a new album?
No, that hasn't been discussed at all, to be honest. Win Hands Down has been well received, and we're just taking it on the road for right now. We'll see what the future holds for doing another record, but as of now, there really hasn't been any reason to think about doing that.
Mm-hmm. Any idea, perhaps, on direction you guys would like to take, maybe?
Well, I'd like to think we just keep on being Armored Saint, Like I said, it's not anything we've really thought about too much, but I think, hopefully it would just, progress in the songwriting and it's always you want to follow up your last album to complement the album before it. So hopefully we'll be able to accomplish that. I think we can.
Underworld always release excellent metal album with a promising quality. So that's one reason why metalheads maybe have a special corner in the heart for Underworld. So how do you look at your career graph of the band?
Well, the first 3 albums I didn't play on, so but now I'm on 4 Armored Saint albums, so I'm on more Armored Saint albums than I joined the band, so I'm happy about that. But the first what's going on over there? But those first 3 records that I wasn't on because I wasn't in the band, I love those albums. I'm old friends with these guys, so
I don't know what you're saying. It's all good.
So, the first 3 albums I didn't play on, I would say. But I do love those albums. I'm old friends with these guys, and so I always loved the band back in the club days, and everything. I mean, we've known these guys for 30 years. So, I think, my first album with Armored Saint was, of course, Symbol of Salvation. And then when I do Revelation, La Raza, now Win Hands Down. My personal favorites are Symbol of Salvation and Win Hands Down. Those are my personal favorites. Not just because I'm on them, I just think that they're great albums. And Revelation and La Raza are good too, but those 2 are my favorite. But I look at all of it as progression. I've seen nothing but progress in the albums that we've done. Maybe sometimes we've taken paths that are a little confusing or things like that, but hey, you always got to try everything. You never know. It's about being artistic. I think Armored Saint's been artistic over its career.
I think Armored Saint has managed to survive the changing in music business due to the great relationship between the childhood friends in the band and how everyone is aware of the money that's earned throughout touring and album. So for you, how important it is to be aware of the money that's come in and goes, keeping in mind that you all gotta survive?
Well, it's very important. Sometimes you go out and you do shows and your budget's important and everybody's got bills to pay and, we certainly aren't doing this for free. As much as I love it, gotta take care of the bills and so forth. I always tell younger bands when I meet them, no matter what you do, always keep track of the money you're earning, the money you deserve. Because if you don't keep track of that, somebody's going to take it. Somebody is going to take it. But it's extremely important to keep track of what goes in and what goes out and make sure that you get the money that belongs to you. And don't let anybody say that they deserve it more because you're writing the songs, you're touring, and touring is hard. Touring is a lot of work. You're the one on stage performing. So the money that you earn, make sure it goes into your pocket, not someone else's. And Joey handles a lot of that in Armored Saint, and he does a very good job, and I'm very grateful for that. So we always know what's going where and what's getting spent.
John had some issues in the past with Anthrax when it comes to accounting. Slayer had some problem as well with the departure of Dave Lombardo because of that. So when you have been doing it for such a long time, I feel the money should be equally divided among the members. What are your take on that? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, it should be like that. But certain bands have different situations. Armored Saint is a unique situation in that, those guys have known each other since grade school. And when I met them, I was 17 years old. So, we go back a long way. We're not just hired guys. And, it's not just a band. We have a very, very tight family sort of vibe. So there isn't anybody in this situation that wants more money than the other guy or trying to screw somebody over financially. We're just kind of beyond doing something like that, you know. I mean, I have two brothers and a sister, and I would never steal from them ever. You know, I hate to see it when bands have issues with finances and fight over money, especially when they're a great band. But, you know, if somebody's being unfair or they want to give this guy less, you know, every situation is different, so I can't really say. But I'm just grateful that it's not like that, Norm would say, and that, you know, we share everything.
Recently, Corey has snapped the phone from a fan, which I felt was quite rude, maybe. So, what do you think, Kanda, about people texting on the gig, or you know, maybe not putting attention to what's going on?
Yeah, that can be annoying, especially when you got a guy with his phone, and you're performing. There's a guy with his phone right in front of you like this. It can be very distracting, and I think that I think for them it ruins their concert experience. Because before cell phones and all that, I mean, I remember the first concert I ever saw, it was 1978, I saw Kiss. I didn't have a cell phone, I didn't have anything like that, but I remember it. It's a great memory. So I don't think it's necessary to do that. You'll remember the concert, and I'd rather experience a show than, you know, be nostalgic about a little while ago. You know, it doesn't really make sense. And you know, if somebody's texting or something and doing that right in front of me at a show, I'll usually let them know that I see them. I'll throw a pic at them or something like that. Hi, you know, I think it can be rude sometimes, but that's the day and age that we live in. But no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Jovera recently released Fate's Warning new album, and I'm sure they will be busy touring. So after the tour, what's planned for you guys? Where are you guys heading to?
Well, we're doing this, and we go home, and we come back at the end of the month. We're doing 3 German festivals, and then we go home August and September. October is Japan. Then November and December we're going out for 4 weeks in the States with Queensryche. So that's the next thing we're going to do as far as any extensive touring. And then there's some things lined up after that, you know, that aren't confirmed yet. But we're just going to keep going. As long as, you know, people want to see us on the cycle of this album, we'll just keep. I'm sure we'll keep doing stuff into the next year, and you know, hopefully plan on making another record sometime down the road. You know, once. But this album is lasting us a while, so. You know, I personally, you know, I'd rather stay on the road because I love playing live shows, and the crowds have been great, and the turnouts have been good. So hopefully we'll just keep booking shows, keep staying out.